Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello friends, we are from 5th group. Now in this video, we are going to explain about the analysis of meaning. Let's check this out. The first slide is about the analysis of meaning. This unit will concentrate such as scientific approaches to the analysis of linguistic meanings, specifically in relation to the analysis of individual words and phrases. This field, semantics, is the study of meaning. It is goal of systematic account of the nature of meaning. For Nida, analysis of meaning was a major practical problem because his inexperienced translators, some of them non-native speakers of English, were sometimes confused by the intricacies and ambiguities of the ST, especially multiple sense, figurative meanings, and near synonyms. The next slide, the analysis phase, which is of most interest in this chapter, involves examination of sentence, structure, and of two kinds of linguistics, meaning referential and connotative. Referential meaning, otherwise known as denotation, which deals with the words as signs or symbols. Connotative meaning, otherwise known as connotation, the emotional reaction engendered in the reader by a word. Note, the key problem for the translator is the frequent lack of one-to-one matching across languages. Not only does the signifier change across languages, but each language depicts reality differently. The next slide is about referential meaning. The definition of referential is a person or thing that contains or is used as a reference or a word and phrase applied to a particular person, place, or thing and not to any other. Note, various linguistic problems relating to referential meaning are described by Nida and Tabor. For instance, example, the word chair is polysemous or has several meanings. As a noun, it can be an item of furniture, a university position as a professor or the chairperson at the meeting, and as a verb can mean to preside over a meeting. The correct sense for the translator is determined by the semantic environment or context in the other words around it. The next slide is about disambiguation. The correct English translation will depend on the correct context and the force of the Spanish. In the example, expects is clearly for to empathic for the intention of the message. Another even clearer example of non-correspondent of semantic field is given by Larson. Russian has one word ruka for what in English is covered by the concepts of armed hand, and also a single word noga for legend food. Translation from English to Russian requires disambiguation in context and context the situation. Incorrect selection of TL term caused by non-native speaker confusion in the Esperer example above is also commonly seen where the translator has failed to disambiguate two terms in the SL that have the same form but different sense. Example are homonyms. And the next slide will be continued by my friend Suciati Faradila Arafia Moka.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Suciati. Now I will explain about hierarchical structuring and componential analysis. At other times, the problem is more one of locating an equivalence on the same level in detail. This occurs where one language has a wider range of specific terms for a given semantic field operating at various levels. Nida and Tabor give the example of a series of notion verbs under the generic verb move, which they ordered hierarchically is: for the first, there is a generic terms move, lower level walk, run, skip, hop, crawl, and lower level is much, and stroll. The generic term is known as the superdenate and the lower level terms as hyponyms. Their more specific meaning is included within the meaning of the superdenate. Here analysis contrasts elements in the same semantic area, particularly on the same semantic level. Next slide is connotative meaning. The other area explored by Nida is connotative meaning, the emotional response evoked in the hearer. For instance, on various occasions in St. John's Gospel, the Greek word gunai is translated as woman in the Old King James Version, but as mother in the New English Bible. The justification for this change is the positive connotation of the Greek which the translator felt merited a similarly positive translation equivalent. This is a much more difficult area to investigate objectively. Nevertheless, Oswald, Suchi, and Tan Wang did carry out an important study on the term semantic space, asking respondents to assess words according to points of evaluation, potency, and activity. This is taken up by Nida and Saber, who use the group bed scale and add a scale of formality. Okay, next, for the summary, the nature of meaning and how to analyze and evaluate it is crucial for a translator working on a text and for a parent who is assessing the transference of meaning. This unit has examined form of scientific analysis adapted from English linguistics for the purpose of assessing translation. This method disambiguation of referential meaning for semantic structure analysis and componential analysis and of connotative meaning within clients. Okay guys, thank you for your nice attention and thank you for watching our video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.